Sorry, that wasn't quite as smooth as I'd meant it to be. But welcome back for the second half of Harvest Valley. Um, Apologize, that break took a little longer than I had expected. It turns out there was steak, and I'm not going to say no to steak, so
You can't.
it's against the law. Um,
And now, Esteban has horse steak.
ooh.
I was actually telling my parents on the way out of the room. I was just like, my character fell off a cliff, and they're like, "Well, are you going to use the meat from the horse, though?" That's like literally what they said because my parents are the best and the worst.
Sounds like
I
parents.
love them. Mm. All right. So I have a belief about collecting the early summer bounty in preparation of upcoming festivals.
Mm-hmm.
So
How
yeah,
I'd like to do that.
yeah, sounds good.
What is the summer bounty?
The festival?
Yeah, the festival's been a while.
Hmm?
Since we talked about it. What was the entire festival again?
Festival master?
Mhm.
I think the last one was Comets.
Yeah, the Comet Seeker Festival, which Esteban had to miss because getting stuck under a plow for many hours.
Yeah, yeah. That was an
Um,
interesting one.
I think summer turning's a little too far off because that's late summer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think we're in like an awkward middle spot between festivals we've established, so we need to make a new one, I think. And
Sorry, I got a festival for you guys.
it's gotta be
Oh, that
like
sounds sinister.
it's gotta be like some sort of like feast or something.
Yeah, I figure it's like the first feast of summer, and it's like one of those festivals like in the Harvest Moon Stardew Valley games that when it happens on the first year you're not prepared for it because you just haven't had enough time to establish your farm yet,
Hmm.
and so and like it wants you to donate something that you could not have possibly made.
Hmm.
um and so yeah, it's like something that whatever the first ripening crop of summer, like specifically that thing.
To Google. Summer crops.
Yeah.
I like that that Google automatically auto suggests for me Stardew Valley right after it says summer crops.
Absolutely. I mean, it
Uh,
would be crops that finish growing in spring, right?
Mm.
Not crops that you start growing in summer.
No. Like I'm specifically thinking of like crops you start growing in summer, but you have to plant them on the first day of summer. But the first day of summer is a holiday, and you can't buy the seeds for summer crops until the next day. And they're not finished growing if you didn't plant them on the very first day of summer.
hmm
You know, you know those feels.
Yeah. Snap
sure.
beans, cucumbers, melons, peppers, tomatoes, and squash.
Watermelon's a good one.
Watermelon.
There's a lot of savory stuff in here. I was thinking there
I
might
like
be some.
tomatoes.
Yeah, exactly. Corn.
Okay.
Corn's another good one, but that usually takes longer to ripen.
That's true.
Corn is at the end of summer because it needs a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it your plan to plant these or to harvest them?
Um. I was thinking harvesting them.
Yeah.
So I feel like you have to harvest wild ones, right? Because you didn't actually ever plant them.
I did. We had downtime like at the beginning of summer,
Oh, okay.
and I
That's
was
true.
farming during that time.
Okay. That's true. All right, sure. Ned, remember this? Yeah. Um.
So in my head, at first, before we like looked at the actual list of crops that actually like are harvestable during summer, I was thinking of like pies and things, but that doesn't seem possible at all because there are no pie worthy crops at all.
Cherries.
Yeah. So it's got to be like.
Aren't most berries summer?
A lot of fruits
A lot
and
of them-
vegetables are summer.
A
Yeah.
lot of them are spring too.
hmm Over here we have blackberries, and I was able to get most of those like probably fall. It's like it's a little too late in summer to happen.
I mean,
like,
it depends
right now.
where you are too, right?
Exactly.
Because
That's true.
I live in the Midwest, and like the vast majority of things ripe here.
Exactly.
But
We have
That's
summer
because-
cherries in the Midwest.
yeah, you can get
But-
cherries.
I live
But that's
in Central
because we have-
California,
Yeah.
and we have a huge growing season, and there's
Yeah.
stuff ripening spring, summer, fall, even winter. We have crops, so
hmm
Yep.
But yeah, there are way more savory vegetables though.
mhm.
Absolutely. So,
What we have to go for is like cornbread, like sauteed peppers, okra. Okra might be a little too far south for where I'm
Salsa.
thinking. Harvest. Salsa, yeah.
Salsa.
yeah, what Kelsa said, Ashland would do tomatoes. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking tomatoes too. I just wanted to.
No, I was
say
thinking about
things I wanted
tomatoes
to say, yeah.
from earlier, and I was like, what could you make with tomatoes that you'd like have a contest over? And it was when you said roasted peppers that I thought of mixed
Definitely
peppers
salsa.
Awesome.
with the tomatoes equals salsa.
Okay.
And that
Okay.
that's why you couldn't have a why you can participate the first year is because you need like I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, to get them to actually be harvestable early in the summer, you probably gotta like do some tricks, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta fertilize them. You gotta have them in the right light. You gotta know the soil.
This is also the time of year where like a bunch of dairy gets brought out too, because you need butter for the cornbread. You need cheese to go on a bunch of different things.
So the challenge,
exactly.
I guess, is to like to have enough of this that is, ripe and actually edible.
Because there's
I
people
wasn't
that
even necessarily thinking that like having enough like instead of it just being enough, like I'm gonna have some, but for it to be like good enough quality for it to be competitive is more what I was thinking. Like I'm gonna have two
Like
or
if-
three ripe tomatoes, and I need all of them to be high quality because they're all going into the salsa.
Like if you fail, they're gonna be green or though they won't be juicy enough yet.
Mm-hmm.
Or you'll have to use ones that are like half eaten by wild animals.
Oh, that one for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. So because like this is like a high skill farming challenge, I'm gonna say that it obs for.
All right. This is what I'm here for.
I'm naming this festival for our next year the Summer Salsa Challenge.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. All right. Thankfully,
And
I actually
you can-
have farming now.
You can fork in things like cooking if you have that.
I think I'm still learning cooking.
Looks like you have it.
Oh, I did get it. Oh, I got it even before farming. How funny. All right. So cooking, farming
Yeah.
wise. I don't think that grain wise is going to apply. I don't think adventure wise is going to apply. Um, I'm afraid that might actually be it. Um,
Yep.
maybe this is definitely stretching it like a lot. But remember way back when Ashlyn asked the harvest goddess what she wanted, how to best appease the harvest goddess, and the answer came in the dream with her crops being in a spreadsheet, and
Yeah.
the intuitively knowing that that meant profit. So I'd like to fork in ledger wise.
Okay. If you do that, then you're basically sanctioning this event, this festival, as a official Harvest Goddess approved
Yes.
tournament.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, let's you know what? As long as I'm gonna be doing that, let me bless myself coming into this.
I mean, that makes sense.
Right?
This is what this is for.
This is exactly what this is all about. Harvest Goddess, thank you for your bounty upon this world, and I want to. I pray that my hard work and skill in making the most profitable choices for my farm will bring me to a winning place in this salsa festival. Then I'm gonna go for aid.
Okay.
Aid is op 4. If I beat it, I gain a die, and every additional success will give me an additional die up to a maximum of +3. So it's
Okay.
adding to my farming check, assuming I succeed. Base obstacle is 4. Go. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna make that one.
Oh boy.
Wolf can save you, Kelsa.
I do love me some wolf. All right.
The wolf can save you.
What dark bargain does the wolf offer to strengthen my connection with the harvest goddess?
All right. Oh, on the actual faith check?
Yeah.
I
think this is the one where we're going to get the dark bargain.
This is the most ridiculous
Wow.
I could ever think of doing, and it's so great. And I on the one hand, it's like I don't know if this will even work, and on the other hand, I kind of really like the implications if it does work.
You need to spend less time with Esteban.
I made Kelsa out of character. Because I think every time that she reaches that Ashlyn reaches down and embraces the wolf's curse, it's never her consciously being like, wolf, come to me. You know, it's usually been like the wolf, like, kind of, at least in my mind, like the wolf kind of creeps into the back of her mind, like slinks through the shadows of her thoughts, and it's like, I could do this for you. Just give me a little bit of control.
Well, I figured it out. If you fail, the next harvest has to celebrate the wolf. The next festival. They will have a wolf festival from now on.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So roll. How many failures did I get? 3.
4?
3.
Where's that?
No, 4 is 4. Because I had a 6
Right.
and it's already open ended, and so re-roll into a failure.
Oh,
So,
right.
so
Well,
4.
you shouldn't re-roll that one because it's already been re-rolled.
I mean, if you want to say that, then sure.
I think it makes... Yeah,
It's fine.
that makes sense.
Poof.
What did I
Wow.
say? This is the one.
Can I spend a fate here to re-roll a traitor?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying because that one. All right, you made
Barely.
it.
I won.
Oh, barely.
Yeah, the Wolf won't get his festival this time.
Not this time, Wolf. All right.
Feel the blessing wash over you.
Thank you, Harvest Goddess. What was the ob for the farming test again? It was 4.
Yeah, out 4.
Okay. Oop, I hit the wrong button. Let's see. Where was I? Farming. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1 persona on this because I want to win. Ooh, I do win, and it was that last persona die that got me my final success. So that was
Nice.
Arthur well spent.
Groovy.
All right, so you make the salsa. It's just like really good salsa, right?
Yeah.
People take the salsa, they put it on their chips, they'll like put it on their sandwiches. I've seen people put salsa on everything, to be honest.
I just bought some salsa at the store today, and I'm looking forward to using it later.
Yeah, it's good salsa. Yeah, I kind of like imagine this festival as like kind of like a potluck picnic.
That's what I was thinking too, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's out by like, the Robin Woods, that little cluster of trees that got knocked down. And people have like turned the fallen trees into like makeshift tables. It probably got net out to like cut the tree in half so it would make a nice table and carve it a little bit. And yeah, everyone has a great festival thanks to Ashland's salsa. And
whose salsa did not make the cut?
Whose salsa did not make the cut?
Yeah,
Just
there's
to
always
liven up
that.
our
There's always
countries.
that part where you go around to the other farmers that had put in their salsa and they're sad about it.
There's like flies hovering around it in the game.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah,
really
I think
bad one.
Yeah.
It has to be Adi, the town singer. She hasn't had as much luck lately.
Oh, that's really too bad, Audie. But it's always good to try again, right?
You're right.
It's good to see you out participating in the festivals instead of just performing at them.
I didn't have much time. Probably why, but usually the bounty is a little bit better.
It was quite bountiful this time. At least for me.
Old Bishop's Farm was always one of the best plots of land in the valley.
I agree. And,
Lucky you inherited that.
well,
But it
Bishop
helps
didn't
everybody
have
else.
Yeah.
Well, what about your sister? And is Ash here actually? I think she is. I think like she found some. There'd be nightshade bushes around the old mansion, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of scrounged around there. People still avoid the place because it still has that reputation of being haunted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have an idea to pitch to you.
Okay.
Mm.
I like to imagine that there aren't any peppers around the Faust mansion, but the tomatoes are really, really good. And there's some really, really old dried pepper seeds in one of the cabinets.
Yeah.
And
I
she
think
just
it'd be
needs to
really
ensure
old.
find. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. And like she got to cook it on the whale oil stove.
Mm-hmm.
Just gives us that whale taste you can't get anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ned brings steaks.
Like dip
But just
them in
like
the
made out of
salsa.
wood.
That's
they're
what
horse-
everybody puts the salsa onto.
Hey, I mean, you can't have salsa by itself. You need a main course, and a horse just died, so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice. You want a cooking test, Ned?
Well, I'm not cooking the steaks. I'm just bringing the meat.
We thought
okay?
you
You
were
want a
cooking
butchery test, Ned?
them.
Butchery is skill. I would
Oh,
assume.
yeah.
Yes.
I believe it is, yeah.
Hunting, but
It's a skill.
all right. Well, let's find out how I am at butchering.
It's agility / perception.
All right.
That's a horse, you said?
The page. Where's the page? Butchery. Yeah, cow, deer, or horse. Op 3.
All right. If you fail, you're also gonna bring his head, and the horse head looks terrified still.
Okay. Ned probably will think it's like a nice thing to have the horse head, but everyone else is like freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's like a symbol of like exoticism or something, like how having like or like opulence where like the pig's head is like on the ham dish.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. It would be great, but the horse like died and his like eyes are like all
Brutal
wild.
fashion.
And his tongue is sticking out.
All right, butchery.
Can't wait to see what you roll.
Yeah, I'm fascinated.
Op 3.
Oh, that's actually really good.
That's a really good roll. Oh my god.
You could actually make
will
this yes from
re-roll
Martha.
this. Oh!
You do
it. That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
That is brilliant. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got 4 successes on 5 dice, and 2 of them were 6s.
Well,
And you rolled
technically, I
another
got
6.
Technically, I got 6 successes on 5 dice. pretty
Yeah.
good.
That's true.
Pretty good. So yeah,
Pretty good.
you leave the head at home. You just bring the sticks. Everyone has a great time. However, people are all talking about how next year one of the main exports will be salsa.
I see.
And how's Esteban getting around?
That's a good question.
Because now you
Not well.
your back is not good at all right now.
No.
Like you may need like a wheelchair or something to get around.
Yeah. Oh, I need to also mark that light wound.
What's your lowest attribute?
My lowest attribute is it's split 4 ways between all of my stats except for speed, which is 5.
That's good, because if any of your attributes go to 0, you become unconscious.
It's true.
You've min-maxed to soak the maximum amount of damage. All right. So I feel like Esteban is in like a wheelchair being pushed around by Dr. Donna.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just in like constant pain.
Yeah.
I think like your salsa is actually like preservative salsa from last year.
Mm-hmm.
But still tastes good.
Yeah. It maybe didn't taste so good, or maybe wouldn't have tasted so good last year. What were we doing
Maybe
last
it got
summer?
better over time. Last summer?
We have to think way back.
I think you were like dungeon delving and stuff.
Yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
when we were first going into the mines with Ishmael.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it
All
maybe
right.
Ishmael salsa?
Ooh.
No.
Darn.
Is it salsa that was given to Ishmael and he just ignored it?
Maybe by you. Yeah, this is Esteban's
No.
re-gifted.
It's
What?
it's salsa that was gifted to Ishmael by Dr. Donna. No.
But it has to be like Esteban's contribution, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
If it's given to Ishmael and Ishmael is off to somewhere beyond the sea.
He's
Then-
free from the harsh lands of Stardew Valley.
Yeah. And apparently he leaves stuff in his kitchen that doesn't burn, like embroidery books and it's true. We established this last episode.
Yeah. So that might be interested that Winter brings a salsa, and there are like little yellow hot peppers that you've never seen before. And I think like most people don't realize that it's the hot peppers that are causing it, but you're like, what's this magic stuff going on? And you see like there are a lot of like little like toads and grasshoppers and stuff. And they seem to be just like appearing out of nowhere near the bowl of this stuff.
huh. Can I get a closer look at what magical BS is going on?
Yeah, like you can examine the salsa, and you think you recognize everything except for these yellow peppers.
Mm. I guess I'll approach Winter then.
Um, Winter, I, I saw your salsa. It seems very interesting, and these tiny peppers that are in it, I've never seen anything like them. Where did you get them from?
Oh, these. Oh, these grow deep in the swamp. Very deep, where it's always cold.
In the swamp? I didn't
Yeah,
even
you
know
have
there
to
was a swamp.
dig them out. I don't think I ever put a swamp on this map. Oh, I know where the swamp is. So the swamp is going to be. See where Dogwood Peak is?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like in Hardland, right across from that. Yeah, over there.
Okay.
And she says, "Yes, the creatures of the swamp are attracted to this, but this is one of the materials we use to make toads and stales, big dog tails. Sometimes it still has the ability to create those things out of nowhere."
Oh wow, that's really interesting. Uh, does it have any other types of magical properties? I don't know a lot about magic, but it's fascinating to me.
Magical things have the properties we give it.
That's really cryptic, Winter. I don't really understand what you mean. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. I'm
She just smiles and pats you on the head.
I'm more used to things that mean what they mean, like numbers.
So she's not really going to like. You're gonna like insist on this with her, I guess. So let's make a roll out of this.
I mean, I don't want to like push her if she says no, but I may want to push her hard enough to actually firmly say no. I want to see if she'll
Right,
explain more magical things to me.
right. I guess that's persuasion.
Okay.
Her persuasion was pretty good. I mean, her resistance to persuasion was pretty good.
I know, but I'm willing to try it anyways. Um, is it how bad is it?
It either need lots of forks or you need help.
I mean, I need a challenging test on persuasion to become better at persuasion. But it couldn't hurt to know how close I can get without going over, just in case I roll really lucky. Like, uh,
Yeah, just checking a few things. Okay, there's that. And you rolled.
What?
I'm looking at the old logs here. Remember what I did here. Okay.
Oh, you mean like way back when we were trying to persuade Winter?
Yeah.
Um,
It was a duel of wits, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think we've
Okay.
tried to persuade her outside of a duel of wits.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, you definitely. It's about as hard as I mean, once I tell you the odds, you have to roll, right?
I mean, I'm I'm not going to back out of it, but
All right.
I
So it'll be
don't.
an OB 6 test.
Okay.
That's because she has gray shaded will and you don't. You have black shaded skulls.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can roll up to 5 dice and have it still give me a challenging test. So I'm going to try for 2 forks here. I'm going to say... now I'm trying to remember what my argument was because I got sidetracked thinking of the rules here. Can I go for adventure-wise?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And... I don't think that's gonna work. Farming, fishing, hatcheting, and grain are not gonna help me, or ledgers, bureaucracy. I think I'm only at 4 dice anyway. I don't think I can legitimately get another fork.
You can use fishing too. I'll tell you, if you succeed, she's going to take you to the swamp right away.
Okay. All right. So that'll. I'm gonna fishing wise as well. Cool. Do I want her to take me to the swamp right away? I mean, we were supposed to go clean out the mine today, but this is so interesting.
If you want a helping die, Esteban's getting carted around and has talked to Winter before, as we know.
I mean, do you want to jump in on this conversation? Because Esteban is
because I
definitely
want to taste the
one
salsa.
to overhear conversations and jump in, as we earlier established.
Exactly. I don't think Esteban's super in control of where he goes because he's getting carted around by Dr. Donna, but eventually, midway through a conversation, he shows up and says, Winter, I didn't know you'd bring salsa. And he just immediately goes for the ladle or whatever is in the bowl to serve himself one onto a chip.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You just stuff it in your mouth. Give me a fork test.
Lovely.
Ops 1.
So in that case, I am not forking fishing wise, only adventure wise, because I still want that challenging test.
Okay.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
All right, nothing weird happens. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so
sometimes you have
Winter.
to try to convince a goddess of something in order to get better at persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Winter just thinks it's cute that you're trying to understand magic.
All right. Cool.
All right.
What does the salsa taste like? Because I don't
Yeah,
think
it feels
Ashton
like you're
ever
about to
actually.
throw up, but then it tastes like really crunchy and juicy.
Mhm.
I don't think crunchy is the
It
texture
sounds
that salsa
super.
is supposed to
That
have.
sounds super unpleasant.
Mhm.
Like, that sounds awful.
Am I like
It sounds
chewing through
amazingly bad. You're right.
the peppers?
Yeah, like when you bite into the peppers, is like that moment you think you're gonna throw up, but then you just spit out the seeds,
Yeah,
and
gotcha.
it's fine.
Hmm.
Do you think she has the stems in? But you're not sure where
That's an
all
interesting
the
thing to do.
where all the watery part is coming from.
Hmm.
I mean, you already spit
Yeah,
it out.
and like as we've established, Esteban doesn't make salsa himself. He finds salsa and brings it to places. So I don't know how to make salsa. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to learn for next year.
All right.
Oh, what's the spiciness level? That's another important thing.
It's pretty high. You know how like when you have really spicy peppers, like the spice actually becomes imbued in the liquid.
Mhm.
It's kind of like that.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I think Esteban coughs a couple of times, and he's like, "Wow, that hurts my mouth." And sorry, I shouldn't say that. He like tries to get back in the wheelchair, and he says, "Well, sure, that's really good salsa, because it is good salsa. It's just really, really hot."
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So is it time to brave the dungeons now?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think so.
Let's go into dungeons.
Dun, 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 dun,
Mm.
dun, dun.
Dungeons. So is Esteban going in?
No, but I do have a belief about trying to um, prepare them to go into the dungeon safely or some
Yeah.
such. And
Okay.
thus make adventuring less dangerous for my friends.
Okay.
What are you going to do besides get yourself hurt?
I maybe want to like. I think I'm finally going to sell the shoes, so that I can buy you
Oh.
all armor, like good armor.
Hmm.
Okay.
Sam, you're muted.
Where are you gonna get that?
Do we have an armorer in town that we advertised for during the Daffodil Parade?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
there's
thought we
a-
did. I bought my sword and shield from him, but I didn't have enough money to buy any like real armor or weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if there is, then great. I just didn't know that there was someone in town that made weapons and armor. Armor's expensive as hell, though.
It is.
It's the Amory, the weapon seller.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got some armor he'll sell you. Are you getting one good pair or two okay pair?
I have to protect both of them. So if it comes down to it, two okay pair.
Take a look at what armor costs.
I haven't the faintest. Let's find out.
Let's find out. Resources.
Aha.
It's gonna depend on what armor you're getting.
It's true.
Yeah.
Apparently that's
Here, run of the mill light mail is ups 3. Plated leather ups 4. And I'll add +1 obs to whatever you pick because you're getting more than one pair.
facts.
Wait, you're getting it for yourself, right?
No, because I'm not going into the mines. I'm getting this armor for you too.
So you know we can't wear armor with like the armor we can wear without armor training is pretty limited.
Okay.
That's
I
true.
didn't know that.
Actually, I already have a leather jerkin, which I think might be the highest.
that is going to be the highest that you can get. Well,
Okay.
you can wear it. It's just going to give you massive penalties. I'm looking it up right now, but
It might actually be better to get like a weapon for Ned.
I have my bow.
Or well, then maybe I was gonna say like a real sword for Ashlyn, but she fights with the javelin most of the time.
That's true. And the javelin
Yeah.
is really good. I'll never be able to buy anything that's as good
So
as that javelin.
so we can wear reinforced leather or gambeson without taking extra penalties other than just like the basic armor penalty.
Mhm.
But anything higher than that, we're gonna take some pretty nasty penalties for not being trained.
Okay.
So
I feel like reinforced leather is the most appropriate.
So Kelsa's already got that, or I'm sorry, Ashton's already got that.
Yeah.
Mhm. Cool.
yeah, you just need to make an Ops 3 resources test.
Okay. What happens if I fail?
Tax.
Hmm.
This is a resource test. so-
Presumably.
Yeah, you'll get taxed.
Oh, I wanted to sell the shoes too. I was like, I'm seeming a little low for this.
Yeah.
I think
that
you have a
was
lot of
part
dice
it,
for
right?
Ops 3 check.
Really?
If you fail, Rachel is going to seize one die if you're.
Gotcha. So what are we doing about selling the shoes?
Does anyone?
You can
have
use them
anyone
as cash
buy
dice.
them?
What are they worth?
I bought them for an absurd amount, but they're not worth that amount.
Remember what you had to roll to get them?
It was something crazy like 13 cash dice, but I don't think they're worth that much.
Okay, hold on.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
oh yeah, we had an obstacle to get that test. We should look up what that obstacle was
I'm looking it up.
from way back when.
No, that's too far back.
Oh no.
Where is this? Bad thing.
Okay, while you're over there, I'll look in resources to try to find something that I think is similar.
Like the biggest roll I see for you. Oh, here it is. Yeah, you add plus 13. You got 8 successes. So, I mean, it's worth like 4 cash dice.
That's what I was thinking too, because under Ob 4 it says things like jewelry, exotic fabrics, rare antiques, and books. I think it's
Yeah,
a rare
I think
antique.
I think you get 4 cash dice for it.
I think that makes total sense.
I didn't see it right away because 13 is like there's a 1, and then the next line there's a 3.
Yeah. You can't find that. Am I selling the shoes to the armor shop, or am I selling it elsewhere and using the cash dice over here?
I
What are you
guess
thinking?
kind of like a barter.
Yeah, and maybe there is like another antique shop owner in the area who will buy them off of Amani.
Mm-hmm.
You ask?
Yeah, I think Esteban would.
He's like, these are
Funny, what use do you
fine
have for these?
shoes. I can upgrade them, make a fine set of armored shoes.
I didn't think these could be any better than they already were, but apparently I stand corrected. I have complete faith in you.
Yes, they'd be quite useful, although they don't cover the price of the armor by themselves.
Oh no, I didn't expect that they would. How's this amount sound? And then this is me like,
Do you want a haggling check?
we could and we almost should.
All right.
Is a link test.
So if you succeed, the OBS resources test goes down by 1, and if you fail, it goes up by 1.
Yep.
His
Standard
haggling is
linking.
practiced, so
Mhm.
at there, and you're dealing in his home shop. Give him a +1. What? Dice? What is this bullshit?
Rude.
Okay. Fine.
So how do we count that? Oh, this would be a versus test, so it's
It's a versus test.
yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna fork in persuasion, but I didn't really see anything else that applies really. No Artha, base obstacle 1, I guess.
Someone call Luke Crane. Well, on a
I don't know
tie,
what to do. That's...
Ties go to the
you can
defender.
you
Or
can choose to break it in their favor with a trait.
do I have any traits that can do that?
You get Artha. This has to be a character trait, I think. Right? Or it has to be a.
I trust Sam to know that information for some reason.
Let's take a look here.
The defender wins unless you have a call on to break the
Call
die.
on. Okay.
Okay, so it has to be a call on. I don't have any call ons, so
I think you use dice trace as call-ons.
Wait, what? No, call-ons are for letting you win ties or reroll your dice. If
Yep.
in this case, I think it's pretty clear that the defender is the person who's being haggled with.
Mm-hmm,
So in this case, the defender would win.
Yeah, you think there's a defender when it comes to haggling?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, the person offers you a price, you try to haggle with them. I think that's very clearly an aggressor and a defender.
I mean, unless they were
I'm not so sure, but okay.
Unless they were purposely offering you a price that was an attack in the first place.
well,
You know
if
what I
it's
mean?
a link
Okay.
test and we're and we're at a stalemate.
The way I see it is if this test wasn't called for, where would we be? It is not. It was a neutral position until Esteban started trying to make a haggling test. That makes him the aggressor in the situation. He opened up the floor. If
I like
they're
that.
both trying, if Ned and Esteban are both trying to persuade each other, Ned is saying, I want horses now and I'll build you a pen later. And Esteban's saying, I want pen now and you can have my horses later. That's an even keel because there's no neutral. But there is a neutral here, which is you don't haggle.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking about it more like, if like you're in a sword fight and you both swing a sword at the same time, it doesn't matter who made the other one angry. You're both
But in Burning
trying
Wheel
for
it
the
does.
same goal.
In Burning Wheel it does, because if you're striking and both people are striking, like in fight, if you do strike against strike, both people hit. If you do strike against block, if it's a tie, the block wins.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I would not have thought haggling would be block. That's what I'm saying.
You're thinking it's
But
striking
okay.
against strike in this case.
I mean, it's
Yeah, that's how I
ultimately
was
your
thinking of it.
decision, but it feels very much like if I'm a shopkeeper and I have prices and someone comes up and tries to negotiate the prices with me, it seems like they're the instigator, but it's ultimately.
I think I'm the instigator too.
All right. Well, I mean, it's a cultural thing. Like it
Mhm.
does vary from culture to culture. So yeah, that's fine. We can say
That says
that in
something
this
about our
case, the defender is the shopkeeper.
Mhm.
In which case, the resources test goes up. So now it's resources 4 test.
Okay. That is okay. Okay, so I'm going to use everything then. I'm going to use the dice from the shoes, the tourism fund, and my 1 resources.
Okay.
Wow, I
Are-
barely got the mute button in time. You're welcome, chat. Almost sneezed right into the microphone.
Congratulations.
What?
Luke Crane.
Rude.
Well-
Rude. So rude.
You
Them
tax
some bad
your
dice.
fund.
Hold on 1 second.
You used it, right?
Don't mind me as I hold the function button and print that screen, and we take to Twitter.
Yeah, seriously, how is that? That's like a really, truly.
all 3 boxes.
That's like statistically impossible.
It's just
No,
statistically
no.
improbable.
Well,
it's
yeah.
true.
I mean, I think that's like I can look up the odds, but I think that's like less than a 0.1% chance.
So there's a total of 8 plus 5, 13 dice, and all of them came up 1, 2, or 3. That's statistically unlikely.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Good thing it's a routine test, so you only tax your fund by 1 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but part of the stakes was that if he loses, then Rachel gets a die of that fund.
Mhm.
So you're
So,
left with
'cause-
like 1 die of that fund left.
Fate.
And you lost your shoes. But you get the armor.
Yay. Exquisite.
I mean, it's a workable piece of armor. It doesn't fit you, but fit Ned.
Persona. I did it.
All right. Does Ned put
I
on the
love
armor?
this game. This game is so good.
Sure. Why
All
not?
right, Ned puts on the armor. And yeah, you guys are in front of the dungeon, I guess. You guys head down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dungeon delve time.
All right, you go down the first 2 levels without a problem. And you're at the stairway to go down to the 3rd level. Descend the 3rd level of stairs and find there is yeah. Right. You go down to the 3rd level of stairs, and it's like completely dark on this level. Did any of you bring a light source? There are torches from the levels above if you want to raid from there.
Yeah, I think we definitely took some light sources.
Okay. So yeah, you go down the stairs, and maybe like 10 feet past the stairs, you feel like floor is very sandy,
Mm-hmm.
and you see like a corridor stretching forwards in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
You keep walking. After a couple minutes, the floor starts to rumble.
I don't think it's supposed to do this, Ned.
Oh no, it's a boss battle.
Suddenly, this health bar appears at the bottom of your screen, and music starts playing from a pipe organ somewhere deeper in the darkness. All right. And when you do, this giant sandworm about the size of the passageway erupts in front of you, and it sprays like a gout of fire,
What?
and then it burrows back into the ground, and the ground rumbles some more.
We gotta be prepared for it the next time that it comes up. You don't think it could be reasoned with, do you?
Nope. Can I predict where it's gonna come up next with my tracking skills?
Sure.
Cool.
Let me take a look at your tracking skills. All right. So it's going to be obs too, but I'm going to apply an extra +1 obs because you can't see the thing.
All right. What does failure look like?
If you fail, yeah, you're going to be led deeper into the tunnel system until you find a safe place.
Cool. All right. I have hunting to fork in.
All right. Sounds good.
Can I help too?
Sure.
With observation.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty. Here we go.
See another 0.
Boom! I'm gonna
Boom,
reroll
there's all
those
the-
sixes.
That's a difficult observation test for me, and my observation gets better.
Nice.
5 successes.
Very nice.
Okay. So you have to follow it in a little bit more, but you keep track of where the exit is. And you're able to see, let's say, like a little like whirlpool in the sand where it's about to come out. And it's like at the cross intersection of 2 passageways.
Ned's gonna get ready to shoot.
All right. All right, it's going to erupt from the sand.
Pew!
Okay.
And I'm prepared to follow up with the javelin.
Okay. Try to decide if we're actually in a fight or not. I guess it feels like we are.
Like to use the fight mechanics.
Yeah. I don't really want to do that though.
It doesn't really work very well for bow. If anything, it would probably be range and cover.
Yeah. Let me see if I can actually just fake range and cover.
I think we're probably just better off doing play versus personally, but it's your call.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever we get around to using fight or ranging cover,
I mean, I can tell
plan.
you exactly what's going to happen if we're going to use range and cover. This thing's going to
Yep.
script charge every time because it has no other option to charge me. I'm going to get like 4 free shots. Then it's going to close into fight range. I'm going to get 1 shot, and then either it'll be dead or I'll die. Because once you
Yeah.
shoot your bow and fight, it takes like 3 actions to reload.
But
All right,
I still do have my javelin to poke at it with.
Right. But the big thing is that, like, since it doesn't really have any option in range and cover other than charging us, like, I don't really know what the
I mean,
point of it.
it
All
could
right. Well,
also
give
try
me
to run
an
away.
intent besides I shoot it with a bow and arrow. Then
I killed a monster so that this place is free of monster and
Okay.
my architect friend can live here.
okay.
I will help by throwing my javelin.
Okay. So you can give 3 dice to Ned with your javelin.
Actually, I changed my mind. We should totally do fight because you have a gray shade javelin. We're gonna script strike once and we win. Cool. All right, so I get +3. That's pretty good.
And
this
this is a versus test, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll roll for it. Its intent is it wants to light you both on fire.
That's
Okay.
good.
That's a reasonable intent.
I would like to fork things.
Things.
I would like to fork hunting,
Yeah.
and that is it.
All right. So it's gonna roll 8 dice.
I will spend 1 persona.
Got 6 hits. Ooh, and it got 2
Jesus.
sixes.
That is a good roll.
I'm gonna use its point of Artha. Let's roll another 6. Okay, let's roll another 6. Okay, it stopped rolling 6s. So you both are really on fire. Like, and then it dives
Wow.
back beneath the sands.
I'd like to not be on fire anymore.
I would like to stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, can I pray the fire away?
Yeah, like you try and stop, drop, and roll, but it's a chemical fire, so it doesn't work.
Oh gosh.
That's why we
Meanwhile,
have you have sand.
Sand will bury the fire, but it won't stop the fire.
I mean, the fire still has oxygen, which needs oxygen.
No,
It's
not
magic
with a chemical fire. Not
okay.
with a chemical fire.
Okay.
It's magic fire.
I don't think that's true.
There are scary fires in this world.
Is a minor miracle sufficient to put out this holy fire or this
What page are you looking at?
525. Ob 5. When it is dark, we pray for light. When sorcerers chant, we pray their spells are broken. When the blade is snapped, we pray that the blade is made whole. When blood ebbs from a wound, we pray that it is closed.
Yeah, sure. Ops 5 miracle. You can try.
Yes.
It's probably either Ob 5 or it might be an intercession. Because it's literally having us saved from being burned alive. Might be an intercession.
I mean, an intercession would be like the god coming and placing his hand on the fire that we never got burned in the first place.
It would be like
Right.
picking you out of the dungeon and putting you back in your houses with footrests.
Right. No, yeah. So, yeah, for sure. The intercession would mean we didn't get hurt at all. But like the example of intercession in the book is that the assassin has his bowstring drawn and the bow snaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ob 5, I think, works fine.
Okay, because this is after we have been hit. Okay, so, I mean, the only reason why an intercession would be better would be that would be a challenging test for me.
Faith only advances on success, though.
I know, that's the problem. But I do need a challenging test to advance.
Fair enough.
I mean, you've used up the night wolf, but you still are determined.
I think this is definitely a place where I would pull determined if it does not already succeed. I don't think I want it enough. Oh god, I kind of do.
What
though.
you could say is you could make it an intercession by saying that the harvest goddess is going to destroy this worm for you. That's definitely an intercession.
Okay.
I mean, if the good GM agrees.
Sorry, say it again.
I said I think it would be an intercession if Kelso was trying to pray, like literally pray the monster away.
No, I think that would be a miracle, a double 10 miracle.
Oh, all right. Well, go for what you want then.
Would an intercession allow us to have the fire like not actually like come out of its mouth? Like basically it like chokes on its own fire, and so we do not get burned, but we're not like plucked out of the dungeon. We can still continue to fight.
I mean, I already said Ops 5 would stop the fire, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, we're just arguing what it looks like.
I
haven't applied
thought...
any penalties for it yet.
Okay.
I'm just trying to clarify the intent. I think Op 5 is fine.
Op 5 is fine. I just want that challenging test, that's all.
I mean, if you want a higher obs, you can try something harder. Like, what obs do you want?
I mean, ideally a 6.
Okay.
That's not how this game works.
No, we're gonna go with it. It's fine. A 5 is great, and I'm gonna stop poking at it. I don't really want to be on fire, so I am gonna spend my 2 persona here. Shit.
Yeah. All right. So you are both on fire.
I am definitely calling great determination here, in order to re-roll this.
All right.
What is that? 7 is 5. Three successes. All right, now we're definitely on fire.
Yeah.
Continue.
So you're on fire. So I'm gonna apply wounds to both of you. I think. Yeah, let's say these are midi wounds for now.
That's.
I don't even have my IMS done on this character. Whoops.
No, we're just gonna check the midi box. That'll be okay. First the midi box.
There is no MIDI box. That's what you're
I have to do it.
There it
Just
is.
Stop clicking things. I gotta do it first.
Okay. So you're both on fire. The sandworm pops up now between you and the door, and instead of breathing out fire, it inhales, and you feel like your very soul is melting into like a smoke that it is breathing in.
No. I don't want that. How can we stop this?
I would like to do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ned is gonna try to run and jump on this worm and wrangle it from the back. Try to choke it out.
Okay, it's about as wide as the corridor you're in. But sure, you can do this.
I'm gonna jump on it and try to wrestle it to the ground. Wrestle it.
That's how they did it in Dune, right?
Exactly. I'm gonna wrestle with this worm.
It drew first
All
blood.
right.
It did draw first blood.
And maybe it won't
I
like the
don't
taste of its
know.
own fire medicine.
I guess this is probably like boxing or just like power, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's contested power tests.
Cool. Good thing I'm
if-
wounded.
If you succeed, you will pin it long enough for Ashlyn to recover her weapon and attack it.
Yeah.
All right.
If you fail, it's going to drag you down into the sands with it.
That's good. All right. Cool. Is this a versus test?
Yeah, it's a versus test.
All right.
What in the world is with your dice tonight?
I'm rolling 2 dice, guys.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm wounded and my power is before, so.
Oh, goodbye, Ned. Oh.
Swear to God.
Wait, where is it going? All right, guys, can I explode this 5 times?
Maybe.
I think I'm all set on that. Oh, I advanced my power.
That's good.
Nice.
Now you're thinking with Esteban's.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's about all I can do.
All right, so yeah, Ashlyn, you watch as Ned heroically grabs it from behind, but then it like contracts and its armor plates like grab his arms so he can't let go, and it sinks below the sands again.
Oh, no. There's no way I can get a javelin after it before it disappears.
No, that was like the stakes of the roll.
Okay.
You can recover your javelin
All right,
and
I got
be
it.
on fire still.
Can I try to put myself out with maybe not magic?
I mean, you can't use sand and you can't use magic, so how do you do it?
Strip naked. all of the chemicals is on my clothing.
All right, take off your armor and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a, what is this? Just a dexterity check?
Sure.
Agility check. Yeah.
Okay.
Agility check. You have to be careful it doesn't spread.
Okay. What's my ob?
Let's see here. Where is this page? Come on. Oh, it's so hard to find this page. Here we go. Yes, Obs 3.
Well, the good news is I'm going to advance my agility.
All right. So,
Oh.
yeah. You're still on fire. Your clothes is burning.
I have an agility of 5 now. So there's that.
Yeah. The worm appears behind you again from the sands, but Sam is still underground. I mean, Ned is still underground.
Wait, what? Can I try to do something to avoid that?
I mean, you got dragged underground.
Can I?
I want to hang on to the worm.
You mean you want to wrestle it more? You've
No,
already
I
wrestled
just
it.
want to like be able to come out. Like I don't want to be stuck in the ground.
Okay.
Like
You
I
can-
want
you
to
can
just
try.
hang on while it pulls me out.
I guess that's that.
Probably.
Okay, so let's say it's Fort first power now.
All right. Cool. This will go well, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
What the actual fuck?
I believe in you. I believe in the dice.
Oh my gosh. No, you're buried underground still. It has like dumped you in like some kind of like just a horrible like crushing weight and darkness. Like you feel water rushing over your hands, but the fire is just like burning through the water anyway. Meanwhile, the worm is in front of you, Ashlyn.
Yeah. I am going to poke it with a javelin.
Okay.
Gonna poke it with a javelin. So,
I'll roll agility, and you can roll javelin. Your javelin is gray shaded, and it's going to add 2 dice. Wait, that's wrong. Not sure how that agility became gray shaded.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't before.
The 8 agility
that's
is
5.
right. The gray shaded is wrong. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's still gross.
It's 5 successes, not 8.
Okay. Oh, because it was listed as gray shaded. Okay. Okay. I don't have any Artha to spend. Base off is 5.
You should probably run away.
No, we're first. I'm gonna poke it with the javelin. I don't want you to be dead underground.
Well.
Okay. So you swing at it, and your javelin just misses. This is so agile. And then
it's a lot faster and squirmier than I thought for something so huge.
It like grabs you in its maw, and it drags you. I guess I should roll for this. Yeah, it's going to drag you in its maw and drag you to an altar in the darkness.
Good.
You can resist this if you wish.
Yeah. How do I resist this?
Do you have power? Do you want to, you have brawling?
I don't have brawling. I guess I can just roll straight power. Yeah, I don't.
Do you persuade it?
Please let me go. I'd really appreciate if you just me and Ned will just leave. If you would just let us go back at the surface, please.
So, are you actually trying?
Yeah.
All right. So it physically drags you to this altar. It looks like a wire basket that's like made of 4 sides, but that's angled up on the sides, like kind of like a lamp, and tosses you in. And it says, you're fire. will serve to release me. This prison. Will release all of us.
Uh, I don't think I. If this is a prison, what did you do to be put here?
Interfered. The harvest. Soon. Hungered for. Still hunger.
You cut out there. I did not catch what your snake was.
What I still hunger for.
Maybe I missed the part before that because that didn't make sense.
He says, I'm really bad voices. He says he was trapped below for his hunger
Okay.
because he would consume the harvest.
Mm-hmm.
And he still is hungry to consume the harvest.
Gotcha.
We can share the harvest with you, but you can't eat the whole thing. Everybody needs to eat, and it's how we survive. I can't let you free if you're just gonna eat the whole harvest. That goes against the precepts of the harvest goddess.
Harvest goddess wants more than for you to be fed. She wants a bounty. Traded. That's the bounty I will take.
So you want to take the portion meant for the harvest goddess?
I want the portion that you would not eat. You would sell.
But selling is how we make money so that we can make more crops next year. It's all a cycle.
There is no cycle. The food is created and then it is consumed. I will eat, but it is not consumed.
But it is consumed, just not here.
It is not consumed by me.
I don't know how to make you understand that we can't just give that all away.
Not yours to give, mine to take. And now I am free to take it. All right. So you want to make a persuasion check?
I'll try it. Yeah. Let's give it a roll. Persuasion. All right.
We should let you roll it and then cliffhanger what happens as a result.
Oh. All right. So, I'd like to start off with grain wise,
Okay.
farming wise.
Okay.
I'd also like to bring in accounting and ledger wise, since we're talking about
Sure.
the sales of that.
Okay.
And also adventure wise, because I'm talking to giant monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
While you're on fire.
While I'm on fire. Can I put in cooking wise because cooking because I'm on fire? No. So that's plus 6 dice. Okay. This is actually like really important, I think. I don't have any persona left. And I do have that deeds point. It might be better
Well, you
to
could spend
it
that after.
It would have been better if I'd spent it before, if I'd done it on the javelin test, but I don't think it would have given me as much of a boost then, so if that makes sense. Anyway, what's my ob?
Your ob is 5, because that's the will of this creature.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Alright, I got 1/6.
Did you want to cliffhanger it?
Before I roll.
No, you gotta.
All right.
You did roll, didn't you?
So yeah, but I actually I think it's I want to spend the deeds here because I really want to succeed.
I think that totally
Okay.
makes sense.
You can reroll all your failures,
which is quite a few.
5 dice.
Okay. So that's
It is enough.
3
It
more
is?
successes. 6 successes to the 5. Yes.
Okay.
That's where we should cliffhanger it.
Sure.
Ned's still stuck underground. All right. Cliffhangers are fun. Let's get some Artha then.
All right, let's Artha that.
I spent a lot of Artha, but I think I also earned a lot of Artha. Mr. Carmichael owns the clock tower. I need to convince him to let Ash live and work out of that building. I don't know if I actually I think that may just be fate, because I don't think it's really resolved. Like, he's agreed.
Yeah, it's just fate.
To talk to Ash.
Kind of like lowballed that. Like, you could have been like,
yeah,
I want the entire clock tower, and you could have really pushed that a lot farther.
Yeah.
So
right.
Take fate.
We did not make it past this encounter, so I think it's fate to retrieve the magic books from the lowest level of the dungeon. We definitely work towards that goal. And then
I'll take Persona.
You're gonna say take Persona? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Persona for that, and also I won the summer salsa contest, so Persona there as well.
Yep.
Let's see. Instincts didn't really come up in any way that got me in trouble. And I don't think any of my traits took the story in an interesting direction.
Hmm.
I definitely
Yeah, probably not.
utilize them, but not really.
Yeah,
If
they
I
were
let
very
it if
useful
I
to
let
you.
it stand that I failed that fate faith check and let the night wolf have his
Yeah.
Oh
way,
yeah, definitely.
then that would
Total.
have been
Yeah.
something. But okay, so that's only one fate and two persona. All right, it's not bad though.
Yeah.
Persona's really good.
Right. How about Ned?
I got Fate for clearing the mines.
No, take Persona.
Oh, okay. Uh, Persona for finishing the brewery.
Yep.
And I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't think you hired anybody, and I don't know if you'll ever help Esteban now.
Yeah, well, now I'm injured worse than he is. I'm bleeding out right now. Underground.
Mhm.
So that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Now I
two
have a
Persona.
bleed for next time.
Mhm.
Help my friends.
Okay. Esteban.
Speaking
I
of
feel like
which,
Ned actually should get some fate for his traits.
Hmm.
I can
What
look
you
at
thinking?
them. I think definitely man a few words.
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah,
I'll take it.
And dependable.
I'll take it.
We went into there with Ashlyn.
for sure.
I jumped
Okay.
on the beast.
Yeah. All right, now Esteban.
Okay. This first one didn't really come up. I've broken my back being out with the summer. I will find a way to help others through song and friendship. That doesn't really happen yet, but I think it'll come into play next time. This might be the belief that I was talking about.
Sure.
I must make adventuring less dangerous for my friends. I buy them armor.
Persona.
Yeah, for sure.
You tried.
I did try, and I did. And then Ned has built me a carriage to give me capital for my summer job, and I need to find customers. Definitely did that. I got a
Yeah,
three-bag
you
fund
took
for it.
Persona.
Yeah, that was great.
Nothing for my instincts. Let's look up my traits. Bad back, obviously. I feel like that
Yeah.
that was just kind of there the entire time.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. I don't think being observant of rituals took the festival scenes in a different direction. I was just kind of there. It was the reason that I was there, but I don't think it led the story in a different direction.
Mhm.
No, we all wanted there to be a festival.
Mhm.
I think you should take one for Deep Sleeper.
Yeah. And apparently
Or
Somnambulist
not
too.
not Deep Sleeper.
Yeah.
Somnambulist is definitely better.
Mhm.
I'm not. I was thinking like, how the heck did you still stay asleep during all that? Well,
Yeah.
you weren't really asleep. You were.
Somnambulism. Yeah. Okay, so that looks like 2 Fate, 2 Persona.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Wow, I can't believe you came out on top of that.
Oh, wait. Bad
After all
influence
those zeros.
with just like
So many zeros.
nonsense, like trying to like jump off a cliff with a pony I had just
You
found
weren't
and broken.
influencing anyone. You're just being stupid.
Yeah.
Bad
The
things.
reason that trait is there though is because I'm a bad kid.
Yeah, but you're
But the
causing
influence
other
thing-
people to act bad. That's what that's
Right.
about.
Okay,
Like,
fine.
there's no
You're
influence.
not a bad kid.
Okay, but never mind.
You are odd, but I don't think that's what caused you to I mean, I
Sure.
might be willing to say affinity for sheep and goats, even though it was a horse or pony,
Yeah, no.
If
because
you had the trait foolhardy, I would definitely say you were.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm getting in the next one.
Very likely.
I'm actually going to
Yeah.
go to the trait vote page right now and just like
Just
write
put
it
that
in.
down preemptively in case you
Yeah,
forget.
exactly.
Good, good.
Ugh,
I'll put it
brilliant.
in a funny color and font.
All right, well, that was some Burning Wheel, guys.
It
Yeah.
was.
I had some
the
fun.
wrath of Luke Crane for sure.
we sure rolled some dice. Let's do some outros. Starting with Sam. Who are you? Where are you on the internet?
I am Sam. Twitch.tv/WizardFool. Twitter @TheWizardFool. I am doing stuff and things this week. I am playing City of Mist on Unmade Gaming's channel tomorrow as part of 6 and 20 Metropolis, where I play the naive do-gooder who just wants to be a good hero who protects his friends, JP.
He's gonna die, isn't he?
He's a nice boy. It's
Definitely
pretty hard to
gonna
die in
die.
that. It's pretty hard to die in that system, so it'll probably be fine. I think we've got a search for a dragon happening tomorrow, so come on by. And then on Sundays, I play more Burning Wheel on twitch.tv/AP Gaming Reel, where I am trying to build my corrupt criminal empire as I make my way towards running the city with my horrible, evil, extortionist, noble bastard character.
I love that character.
Yeah, he's a good man.
And
No, he's not. No, he's not.
terrible man.
But he's very fun to play. I get to go full supervillain, and it's excellent. So if you're interested in
Definitely.
seeing full supervillain, it's good. Right now, I have like 3 different. Like I've got like Vero, who's full on just evil, pathological, horrible person. I've got Ned, who's like pretty much true neutral, and then I've got JP, who's just like Mr. Goody Two Shoes. So I got the whole spectrum.
Nice.
So yeah, follow me
Cool.
on Twitter, and I'll tweet when I'm doing stuff.
Sweet. And we'll go directly over this way to Adam, Dark Lavender Void. What's
I don't follow Sam's dogma. I only follow the alignment chart that goes McDonald's, McDonald's, McDonald's. I'm only going there to buy black coffee. That's the one true alignment chart. All others
Okay.
are heresy, false paradigms.
You're absolutely right. So JP is McDonald's. Vero is drives in, orders 1 black coffee, and drives away. And Ned is we have food at home, which I hunted and killed by
Yep.
myself.
Yeah, that's actually very
That's-
accurate. That's very accurate.
Your characters cross paradigms. It's amazing. Hi, I'm Dark Lavender Void. I also cross paradigms of art, not just alignment. I do music, I do games, I do Roll20 sheets, I do graphic design, I do game design, and I'm doing all of it at once.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm making a secret thing, and that secret thing should be out in a little while. It's still probably going to be a bit, but yeah, Mortally Bankrupt's really good, and I really want to playtest it more, but I'm stuck between playtests right now.
That's harsh. That was
Mhm.
that was a fun game.
Hmm.
We sure play tested that game.
Yeah, I remember that.
If you want to learn more, you can check out Dark Lavender Void's Patreon, where you can support the game and find out all about. I can't even think of a pithy way to describe it very without. Anyway,
Reality TV meets Eldritch Horrors.
yes, I wanted to shorten that, but I don't know if you can.
HGTV meets HP Lovecraft.
That's not shorter. At least not to say out loud.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's crazy. I love it. You should support it and check it out if you like weird games that are hacks of Blades in the Dark.
Mm-hmm.
And Golden, how about you? What interesting things are you doing on the internet these days?
Oh, first of all, I hate McDonald's. Yeah. Like I won't even go there for their fries. So right now, the only thing I'm doing besides this is Sunday nights for doing GURPS dinosaurs. Um, the GM is actually using my backstory where I hibernated at the bottom of the sea of a ring world for thousands of years. And my enemies who bioengineered themselves to be able to live in the sun as sun dinosaurs uh, are demanding that I recount my heresy and accept the great sun dinosaur as the one true power in the universe. Anyway, it's pretty cool. I'm probably not going to do that. And the other two characters are playing like an inquisitor and a magic healer priest. So,
Dinosaur.
heresy.
Here's the question, though. Was there a hole at the bottom of the sea?
Well, the Martians are drilling a hole.
So you could say that there was a frog on a log in the hole in the bottom
I
of the
don't
sea.
understand that.
There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole in the
I
bottom
haven't
of the
heard
sea.
that for so many
There's a hole.
years.
There's a hole. There's a hole at the bottom of the sea.
And the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back.
I don't think I've
Good
ever heard
times.
this in my life.
It's a classic children's song.
Yeah, classic.
Golden.
Nope.
Man, I'm surprised that it's still a classic children's song for youngsters like Sam.
Well, it's probably just because of where I was.
Probably.
The tune sounds familiar, but
Anyway, I'm Kelsa. This is my channel. I have this show, obviously, on Tuesdays. Every other Thursday is Band of Blades, which is also a hack of Blades in the Dark. It's very good. It's very awesome. It is dark fantasy, an entire legion versus zombies, trying to make our way, and not really just zombies, like a variety of interesting and uniquely horrific undead. If that does not intrigue you, then you're probably best staying away. It can be really dark, but it can also be really bright at the same time. So I recommend you check it out. And I'm also over on AP Gaming Reels shows, but not the same one as Sam. I'm on Saturday nights. We are playing Stars Without Number, Sons of Gold, where we are using the Sons of Gold secondary book, along with Stars Without Numbers Revised, second edition, and together we are trying to make profitable trade runs from star system to star system. And also there is some weird overarching AI plot that we're not really privy to, but they just locked us out of our home sector, and we've all sworn to come back one day, but who knows how long that will take. So
everyone's been uploaded to AI, of course.
Of course. Yeah. So that's me. That's what I do. You can follow me on Twitter at Kelsa. Here on Twitch and YouTube, it's Kelsa Delphi. I also have an Instagram where you can see my tiny dog, who's currently asleep on the bed. I know. Oh, Time to Tabletop is here. Welcome, just in time for us to be leaving. We're just saying goodnight. And I love you guys over at Time to Tabletop. They are like super awesome. But it's time to say goodnight.
Good night.